Hi Divas, divinely inspired, vivacious artists. I have two Chuck Pinsons for Diamond Art Club to show you. They're both squares. I got them in a recent restock. I think one of them was new and one of them's restock. Either way, it was when they sent you the scratch and win cards. And I didn't scratch mine off yet. I was waiting to do that with you. So let's see what the scratch and win card might show. Oh my goodness. Okay, what is this? What does this say? With my luck, it's going to say better luck next time, right? This says, oh, a $10 voucher. All right. With $40 minimum purchase, it's a $10 voucher. Very good. What is that? 20 makes it 20% off? I thought something like that. That's very nice. Thank you, Diamond Art Club. I will use this. All right. So, which one should I open first? Almost Heaven or Spring Meadow? Well, since Almost Heaven is on this side, I will do that one first. Why not? Why not? Why not? They all come with plastic wrapping around the box, because you never know with the delivery people, you never know if they're going to sit it outside in the rain. They've done that for me a number of occasions, so I am very grateful for all the plastic packaging. I don't really like, the ecology of it all, but it does keep your investment safe. And a good look around the package, you will see all kinds of interesting information, and of course you'll see the 10% off of the Scan Me code on the very bottom of the box. If you'd like 15% off of your very first Diamond Art Club painting, please click the link below. Let me know if you've done that too. Oh, this is a big painting. Oh my goodness. It is a nice stiff canvas with the pinked and poked non-frayable edge. I roll it this way. It is a 93 by 70, so it is a big one. Look at all the confetti in this one. Ooh-wee. Oh, how gorgeous. Oh, look, it has a rainbow. This is one of the newer ones because it has the rainbow in it. Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. Almost Heaven. It is. Oh, my gosh. I love the mountains, and I love the Grand Teton Mountains. We had a cabin in the Poconos for a while. I love, love, love a log cabin in the woods, in the mountains. Oh, wow. Look at the deer. You have the deer here and the canoe. And you have like a red, I don't know, piece of fabric or something that's tied between them. You have the little cabin. You have the fall colors in the brilliance of the trees. You have the evergreen pine straight up the center, a la Bob Ross. Oh, no, I don't mean that as a derogatory term, Chuck. You know that. I love your paintings. Oh my gosh. The colors in the clouds up here. Can you see that? Can you see that? Let me see if I can move it all the way there to the top. See the colors in the clouds up here? Oh my goodness. It's beautiful. The mountains are hard, and there's an eagle somewhere in this. There's a couple of eagles in here. Do you see the rainbow in the clouds, poking out of the clouds here? And on this side, you have the eagles, and you have the colors in the sky, and you have a bright red. Oh, there's an eagle in the tree, too. See these gorgeous paintings that have so much in them. You find something new every time you look at them. And as you're diamond painting, it's like what will I find? What surprises will I find? And it is an advanced, it is a lot of confetti, for sure. But, the end results are so worth it. I just love that. I love the way that comes out of the sky. And the fall colors. The waterfall coming down the rocks. This is a multi-sensory painting too. It really is, because you have not just the sights of all the colors mixed in. You have the softness of the water, and you can hear the water running down the waterfall. And the cold of the snow, and the warmth of the days, the fuzziness of the animals. Here's a crackling campfire down here. There's geese, and one in flight. There's more deer back here hiding in there. You have the colors here. You have the warmth of the fireplace and the icy cold of the mountains. You have birds in flight and animals on the ground. You can hear the water, you can feel the water, you can smell it. You can smell the woods. Being in the woods and smelling a campfire, there's nothing else like it. This is an oasis. This is one of those paintings that I want to get lost in. I want to lose myself in them, as if I'm actually there. Oh, here's some little ducks and stuff in the pond here too. I didn't see that at first. Oh, how brilliant. You have the orange of the fire and the reflection of that, but you also have the reflection of the fall colors of the red and golds, the fire up on the edges too, and even a little bit of fire in the sky. Oh, wow. This is a painting I'm going to live in. You know it. You got to know it. Okay, in every kit you get a thank you brochure that has all kinds of instructions and how-tos. And you get a big sticker sheet with a picture of what it will look like when finished, and with all the pertinent information. And it gives you little kitting up stickers with the sequence number, the symbol, and the DMC color code number as well on each of the stickers. This is 64 colors. 1, 2, 3. 3 of them are Aurora Borealis. They are the ones that are under the number 150 for Diamond Art Club. And they are the ones with sparkle. So shall we take a peek at these gorgeous drills? Diamond Art Club fills their drill packs from most to least, so they are not in numerical order. Some people like to do the color with the most first, and that way it's easier and easier and easier to see as you go along where the rest of them belong. So let me cut the trains apart and show you. I do want to note on the canvas itself that on the bottom you have a thumbnail and all the information, the artist that it's licensed to, and the size and the title of it. Down here you have some social media information, and you will have the 100% guarantee that if anything's wrong with the canvas or the drills, you contact customer support and they will do their best to make things right for you. Just be careful when you're cutting them apart so you don't open a whole package while you're doing it, because I've done that. There's an AB. Move that to the side for now. Ding, 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 ding. We have a winner. We have a fairy dust. We have a fairy dust. We have 3 fairy dust in here. I gotta keep my eyes peeled. More than they are now. Let's do the colors from largest to smallest as best as I can. You get your browns. You're going to have a lot of brown because it is a natural painting, right? Okay, you're going to have different versions of black and brown and gray. Can I get it in the actual viewfinder here? Yep. There's your greens, your pine greens, your spruce green. gray and your beige. You have the mountain colors in here. They are the mountain colors. And here's more of the darker greens with the brilliant red. That's going to be on your trees for sure. More of the natural colors. Oh my goodness. Beautiful. You know, I don't mind. I love the natural colors, the natural shades, the quietness of nature comes through in the shades that it uses. And then in the spring and summer, you've got these pops of brilliant color. But in the fall, you do have brilliant color as well. But there are places in nature, and then like the winter time, where everything is soft. It could be hard light against it, reflecting off of like snow and things like that, but you've got soft colors. All right, now, where am I? Yep. Yellows. I love the different ways you can, the way the diamond paintings tease your senses. These are just fabulous. The colors, they just pop at you, and it's more than just a visual experience. You can get all your senses involved, especially in these landscape paintings. They're just, I know they can be involved for some people. I know they can be like a real challenge because they're full of confetti. But if you go slow, small spaces at a time, it's like anything that you do in life. You do a little bit at a time, and you'd be surprised how well you get on. Upside down and backwards. There you go. You do a little bit at a time, and you'd be surprised how much you get done. You'd be surprised how that you did it. You accomplished something large by doing little chunks at a time. And that's really the way to accomplish a big goal. And these gorgeous paintings are absolutely worth the effort. They're worth the wait. They're just incredible. And I can imagine myself as an older person, and I think I've said this before, and if you've seen my unboxings of some of these gorgeous landscapes before, you'll know how I feel about them. That, and then, I didn't get the mini sticker out. There should be a mini sticker in the bottom. Yep, a mini sticker. Sorry, I almost missed that. I like to, you can put these on the outside of the boxes, or on any kind of inventory system that you have. What I was saying is that if you've seen how I talk about the landscape paintings, it's like you want to live in them. And when I get old, I have planned on having these, when I get older, it depends on how old is, I will depend on having these diamond paintings and pictures and things that I can feel like, if I can't get out and move around like I used to, I'm going to live in these paintings. I am. I'm going to enjoy revisiting these places in my mind. I'm going to imagine myself there. This one, I'm going to imagine myself deep in the mountains, maybe the Canadian Rockies or the Grand Tetons in Wyoming. It's a little bit of the Poconos are not quite this stark, not quite this formed. The Poconos are more rolling hills compared to these, but I plan on imaginatively living in these spaces when I can't get out to be in them on my own. All right, you have two different kinds of specialty diamonds in these. And did I open the kits? Did I have a kit in this one? I went right to the canvas. This is just full of craziness. There it is. I hear you shouting at me like, where's the kit? Where's the kit? I know. I was so anxious to get in on the painting. I'll show you the kit after, after the diamonds, since we're here. Okay, so you have two different kinds of special diamonds to use. You have the Aurora Borealis and you have the fairy dust. So let me show you the Aurora Borealis first. You have three colors. Now, in this painting, you have three colors. You'll notice that they have a super sparkle on them, and it reflects some of the color that they see around it. It reflects all kinds of color, and it shines the light back to you. Fairy dust does it in a different way. Fairy dust, you will only see the color that it is, okay, reflected back to you. It's like tiny little spots of diamond dust that give them sparkle, give them depth, give them a different kind of feel. But they are, you're really mainly seeing the backs of them right now, but they do give a shine and a sparkle. But its natural color comes through. It doesn't change some of the colors like these do. These would be like if sun is reflecting off of something, just like off of the water or off of the vegetation. The sun reflection, this would be perfect for. If you want to punch up the color in a painting so that it draws the eye, but doesn't change the color, it doesn't change the atmosphere of the painting. It's not like there are areas where the sun is glinting off of naturally. You might want to use the fairy dust diamonds. So let's look on the painting where these are going to go now that I've showed you them up close. Right? You've seen the colors up close? All right, let's see. In our tour around the painting, as best we can, as best I can show you. It's one edge. There's the other. We might miss some of the top. Well, I'll try the best I can to show you where they're at. All right, let's go with the ABs first. And they will be labeled number 1, 2, and spot. Okay, 1, 2, and spot. All right, the ones are the brilliant orange, Aurora Borealis. I see them in the grassy area down here, above and around the deer. I see a little bit of them reflecting off of the grassy area there. There are some ones in the yellow of the tree up here. You see that? Ones in the tree line here. A little bit of one there. A little bit with the canoes. With the fire, absolutely. They're in the fire. You see that? They are in the bright spots of the yellow trees, and they're scattered in amongst these trees here. I don't see any in the very top, but that is not expected. If it would be up there, that would be expected. All right, that's your yellow, your orange Aurora Borealis. Okay. Let's go with the green, the chartreuse Aurora Borealis, and they will be your number 2s. They will be harder to find, but there are some in the green of the tree. It's where the light is reflecting off of the trees. So it's near where that orange is. And there's only a little bit of them, so it's here and there. here and there. I think there's a few in the trees down along this edge here. I don't see any in the grass at the bottom. No. So it doesn't follow the orange there, but it does follow the tree line. Okay, it does follow the tree line so that you have a stripe of the green sparkle up here. And the last of the Aurora Borealis is the white, and that's the dot. Diamond Art Club, the whites are usually a white background with a black dot. Like the 310s are usually black background with the white dot. It's opposite. So okay, you're gonna be in the mountains with this one. You're gonna be in the waterfall. You're gonna be in the snow between the mountains in this. So you have the glaciers represented in this white. Can you see that? Not on the eagle. I was expecting it on the eagle, but I don't see it on the eagle. A little bit in the water here. I am reminded that to say water the correct way rather than water is my Philadelphia area accent has want to do. Water. Correct myself. Water. Okay. Anyway, let's see which one is the... Alright. This one is the fairy dust. It's like the peachy beige fairy dust. And that will be... Oh, I see some right away on the cabin here. I see some on the back of the deer. The big one anyway. See, I normally look where the light would be reflected, and that's where they are, but not with fairy dust. Fairy dust can be, like I said, a punch of color elsewhere. And there's a good number of them, so, aha, yep, all right, there it is. You have some in the rock here. You're going to have them accentuating the mountains, the softer color within the hard mountains. All up in here and up there. Basically on this side, I see a few on this side of the mountains up the top. You see up there? You can't see up there. Up here. In the tops of the mountains here. Okay? A little bit in that area. This is mostly going to be a mountain color. I like that. I like that the fairy dust is in the mountains. It's not the brilliant shine that the white would be, but it still gives... Oh, that's going to be a fantastic contrast. The white Aurora Borealis and the peachier fairy dust near it. Two different kinds of shine together. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I sprung for this one. And it's in the rocks down here to the waterfall. Nice. All right, the next one is the blue. Where might we find the blue fairy dust? It is an arrow pointed down. I have a feeling it's going to be in the sky as well. Yep. Yes, yes. All these, can you see that? Kind of pointing. Oh, Philly, come on now. That's the only problem with these big paintings and getting them all in the shot. All right. There's some of the, see it down here? We've got the blue in the darker areas, in the bluer, not the gray blue, but the brighter blue in the sky. The brighter blue in the sky, and it's even in between some of the mountains here. Right across, right across. Not the dusty blue, but the brighter blue. And let's see if it's pulled down into the painting down further. I see some on top of the cabin here. It's kind of like a reflection of the sky on top of the cabin. I like that. It's almost all in the top in the sky and in the mountains here, in the mountain range. Nice. Nice choice. And the last one is a brown, and that's the letter R. Are they going to be in the mountains as well, or are we going to pull that into the trees? I would hope we'd pull that into the trees. That's what I would do. Yep, there it is. All right, let me move get them off me here. Right here, the brown in the trees. The letter R is a really dark R here, so you can see some of that in there. And just a few. There's a few here. There's in the cabin. There's a few in the cabin here. There's a few in the deer. Very nice. Now you've got the deer coming in. And the roots of the tree here, up the side of the tree. Very good. I was hoping we'd find them in the trees. The tops of the brown trees here. A little bit in the brown here. A little tiny bit in amongst the trees here. And in amongst this foliage here. What about the campfire? Yeah, there's some down in here as well. I think the only thing that I would change is I would get some sparklers for the fire. I know you don't want it to be your main focal point, so I think that for the professional one, it's not the main focal point. So it's not, I mean, if you put sparklers there, that's where your eyes are going to shoot to first. But for me, that's my starting point. Sitting around the campfire with the canteens, listening to the birds and the fox and yeah, that looks more like fox than deer, but it might be deer, I'm not sure. Listening to the splash of the water, and then it'll take me over to the cabin, and then up to the glorious mountains and the flight. That's how my eye travels around this painting. I'm going to start at the fire. You could start at the cabin if you wanted to, or the brilliant red trees on either side, but my vision starts down here. And so I'm going to put some sparkly colors in the fire because that's where it's going to be first. If you want to, if you really wanted to punch up the slight bit of rainbow here, you could add some Aurora Borealis colors in there. I like it subtle. I like it like, oh wow, there's a surprise, there's a rainbow there. I like it that subtle. Oh, but we have another painting to get onto, don't we? And I wanted to show you the toolkit on this because you're curious about the goodies that come in the pack with it. So let me do this first. Bring you in a little bit. Show you the goodies in the pack. Okay, come on out. Come on out, come on out, come on out. Alright. So we know this one has a white tray with the stopper. I like the stoppers to keep in the drills as you shake them about. You have a bag of baggies. You have the pen, randomly colored pen with a squishy. You have a 4 and a 7 multi-placer. Excellent. This is a square, so you get a Dimera Club tweezers with the sharp end. And you get a heart with 2 hearts of wax. You only use one at a time, and be sure to peel the plastic off of that before you use them. This is a new cover minder. I haven't seen this cover minder before, have you? Very pretty flower. Very nice. I like that. I like that a lot. A cover minder is when you are working and you want to peel back the plastic, you can pinch one of the magnets underneath and put this on top, and it will pinch the plastic back for you as you work. And the washi tape is little purple butterflies. That's interesting. That's a new one on me. Little perfect purple butterflies. And I use the washi tape in several ways. You can use it on the very edge of your painting, underneath the plastic, because some of the glue sometimes comes out over the edge and it has a tendency to collect little dirt and dander. So you would put this right up against the edge, and it gives you a nice straight edge to butt your first row of diamonds against as well. Are you even seeing that? Okay, that's one way to use them. Another way is to section off your plastic canvas. If you want to do small bites at a time, you can put stripes of the washi tape all along both ways and only cut out a square at a time of the area that you're going to diamond paint at that time. One way that I like to use them is in kitting up. And let's see. When I take the little stickers off of these, they sometimes stick right to the plastic container, and you have to scrape them off with your fingernail, and that drives me nuts. So what I do is put down a little piece of washi tape on the plastic container or the plastic bag first, and then I put the official, official symbol sticker on top of that, and then it comes off very, very easy when you're ready to de-kit and put things away, which, by the way, is my least favorite thing, is de-kitting. I have extra kits around because, well, I'll de-kit a whole bunch at once. I don't like de-kitting. So this is Almost Heaven by Chuck Pinson. You want to stick around to see the other one? I hope you do. And we pack this all away. And the second Chuck. Let me get the goodies out this end first. Alright, this is Inspiration of Spring Meadows. So we had a fall picture, and now we have a spring picture. Inspiration of Spring Meadows. Beautiful. And there are the details as well. It is a 93 by 70 centimeter. Whew, another big one. But all Chuck Pinsons are big ones because of the detail involved. And if you don't get the detail right, it gets muddy. So, alright, here's the protective baggie over it, and the goodies out of the center. And before I show you the actual canvas, again, you get the big sticker with all the information you need on it. And this one has 54 colors. And let's see, two of them are Aurora Borealis. I do not see any fairy dust in this one. This is probably one of the older ones that I picked up. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. Purple Mountain's Majesty is what I can use to describe this. And here is the kit. I'll show you this first since I showed it to you last on the last one. Again, you have tweezers. A weight boat with the appropriate stopper on it. A heart of 2 waxes. A bag of baggies. This is a red pen, red-purple pen with red squishy, matching squishy. A 4 and a 7 multi-placer. And, yeah, it's one of the older kits. We have a purple rose, which goes perfect with the kit. Purple Mountain's Majesty kit. Wow. And we have like a Christmassy type of washi tape. Multicolored dots, like reds and golds. Okay. I always bend back the end of it so I can pick it up really easily the next time. All right, that's your kit. Again, you have the thank you booklet with all the QR codes and the percentages off of your next purchase. Now let me roll this up the other way. And I'll roll it up the other way when we're done. Look at this. Wow. Woo. Again, Purple Mountain Majesty. Whoo-wee. First impression, here's a deer. We have lots of flowers along the river here. Stones. So you have the delicateness of the flowers with the hardness of the stones and the softness of the dirt. You have butterflies in the way there. Underneath the bridge you have some water flowing. So water flows through it. You have more deer. You have a cabin with a chair and out. More deer around the outside. Nice. You have the spring flowers down here. The green, the spring green, not the deep green, but the spring green in the grass. And let me show you toward the upper edges of the painting, if you can see that now. There's your Purple Mountain's Majesty. Isn't that phenomenal? Look at all the purples in this. This is my favorite colors. The blues and purples together. And you have the light coming from that side of the painting. You have some flowering trees. You have some pine trees. There's some blue, like blue spruce trees in the background. You have a bird in the sky, and I bet that's an eagle as well. And you have some red, some reddish in that side of the painting. There's some red in the trees. A gray slate roof and some smoke coming out of the chimney. So you know somebody's in there keeping warm. That's where I would be. I would be sitting there on that rocking chair. You find a place in your painting where you would sit and observe the whole scene from, and then you imagine yourself there. That's what I would do. I'd be right there on that chair. Right there. So that's where I am. That's where I am in the painting. Breathing in the mountain air. Just taking in the aroma of the flowering trees and the pine, listening to the soft trickle of the water, watching the butterflies dance, noticing the fur on the animals, the hardness of the rock, and just the beauty and simplicity of it all. Whew, Chuck, you outdid yourself again. Man, oh man, oh man. Absolutely gorgeous. Now where is the, oh, I just had it right here. Right, I showed it to you. Right, I showed it to you, right. And only 2 ABs. This is where I would get more fairy dust. Okay? Fairy dust, when this kit was originally out, was not used. They only did ABs. And because of where those ABs are going to go, and I think I know exactly where they're going to go, you could use some fairy dust diamonds in this for absolute certain. All right. Okay, let me take you on a little tour of the colors that I have here. So here are some of the colors, or all the colors actually. Look at that brilliant burgundy. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. You have a dusty brown. And more of the pink and blue. The colors are very, very deeply shaded. It's all the same color. A lot of the deep dark green. Some of the purpley mauve. Ooh, love it, love it. Love it, love it. Don't you go anywhere. Green was trying to slide off the end of my table here, and I'm not going to let it. More of the purples. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Purples are amazing. Browns, deep chocolate browns, and a slate gray. Yeah, some blues. You're going to find that in the sky, I betcha. And you have a rust color, a dark blue and a gray. More of the spruce greens and the blue. I know you can tell the difference of the colors apart. I don't have to tell you that this is purple and mauve and a weak coffee. There you go. Here's your dark coffee. Your dark coffee browns and purples. I'll get this pink out of the way since it wants to be right up front and center. And yes, it's a lot of natural colors, and some don't like to do all natural colors, but look at the brilliant purple that you get to do too. And look at the gorgeousness of this painting that you get to then imagine yourself in as you are working on it, as you are living with it in your living space. Just get lost in the gorgeousness of these colors. Now there are some colors here that I would do in diamond dust. Now diamond dust, again, are those that just have a hint of a sparkle. They reflect the color that it is, but it just has a pop. I would do these colors in diamond dust or something similar. Okay, I don't know if these, not all colors are, you can get them in diamond dust, but you know what I mean. Okay, so $4.98. That one is in the lower, you have a little, okay, better. You have a little pop of color over here in the red, and in here in this bit, in this tree, and in all the way at the top corner, the red, the very top corner up there. That's what I would do those in the fairy dust color. I would do a smoky gray, a 3024. I would do the smoky gray because it outlines the gray in the building, the roof, and in the smoke here. I would at least do them there. If you have that color elsewhere, I think there's some more of it in the rocks. That's an okay place for it too, I would think. Now there are two purples. One or both of these purples I would also do in a fairy dust, and I'll show you why. It's a 210 and a 211 purple. They are in the trees, the purpley trees in here. And basically that's where they are. In the trees and a little bit in the base of the mountains. A little bit of it in the mountains. Not enough of it to be like, it's not the shiny reflection of the ABs, but it gives some kind of a glisten to it, and I would like the mountains to glisten. Probably more than they will otherwise. You don't have many of them in the flowers at all. The two that you do get, you get a peach and a green Aurora Borealis. The peach is the number 1, and oddly enough, you find, well, I guess the peach, you find that up in the mountains in the glaciers. I would have thought that would have been white, but maybe that was too stark against the shaded mountains. So it's a peachier glacier color in here, and in the cloud, in the sky, you find them. You find a tiny little bit of it in the tree over here. Can't see where my hand is. And a little bit in the flowers at the bottom. So you do have some at the top and some at the bottom, so it kind of frames the piece. That's good. And then you have the chartreuse green, which will be a number 2, I believe. And that is your spring green grass. All over the grass. You have little spots of it here and there. You have some in the tree to pull the eye up again. and you have some over here, and you have some in this pine tree to pull the eye up again. So that's beautiful. That is your Inspiration of Spring Meadows by Chuck Pinson. Again, a square, 93 by 70 centimeters. So you have a fall one and a spring one. Oh, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Like I said, I could live in these paintings. If you could have a painting that you would live in, that you can imagine yourself living in, where would it be? I'd love to know. Put that in the comments below. Where would it be for you? Purple Mountains Majesty is a good way to start. Alrighty. Thanks for joining me, Divas. I hope to see you again soon for more unboxings, for tips and tricks and all kinds of things with diamond painting and lots of different crafts. Don't forget to check out the authentic folk festival crafts from Kutztown Folk Festival when I was out there. As I put them up, you'll see progress on my barn office and studio as it comes along. And don't forget to join us, our whole community, for some fun and crafty fails and fun interviews with interesting people and with our subscribers as well on Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you there. Bye.